everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Tarte's new chrome paint shadow pots. I have all three shades to go over with you. I did just film a tutorial using these three shadows on my eyes today, so be sure to look out for that in the future because it will be coming your way. But for right now, let's take a look at these. The box does not have a lot of information on them, so I will give you some details as I show you swatches of all three shades. The three shades are Pot of Gold, Park Ave Princess, and Fire Dancer. So these are meant to give you a mirrored metal effect on your lids, and these guys are made with 80% pearl pigment. These guys are meant to be applied with your finger because the warmth of your finger is meant to sort of melt it onto your skin. It does say you don't need to use a primer with these, but I always recommend using a primer with any type of eyeshadow product because you want it to stay on your eyes. Tarte also recommends using these under other eyeshadows because when you layer whatever the eyeshadow is on top of these, it's meant to sort of shine through and make that shadow you put on top more vibrant. These retail for $22 a piece, so they are a little bit pricier, but the idea is that you're getting a very unique, long-lasting formula. If you're someone who cares about how much product is in here, they come with 0.11 ounces. It also says on these cute little jars that they are made in Italy. Currently, you can get these on TarteCosmetics.com or Ulta Beauty. I picked mine up from Tarte Cosmetics website during their Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, whatever it is. As you might have noticed in the pictures, my Fire Dancer came a little worse for wear. It was a little broken when it came in the mail, but I didn't want to go through the process of sending it back and getting it exchanged and yada yada, so I just pressed it down. This formula is really easy to just kind of squish back into the jar if you end up dropping it or what have you and it ends up breaking. They do seem like they are fairly sturdy though, so maybe Fire Dancer is just a little bit softer in its formulation than the others. So now that I've sort of gone over the gist of what these products are, I'm going to give you my pros and cons. One of my pros is the packaging. It's very beautiful. I love the cap. It goes on very nice and sturdy, so these aren't going to dry out as long as you make sure to close them up nice and tight. I think the size is great. It's not too much product. It's not too little of a product. It looks very pretty, so you can leave it out or store it in your makeup drawer or wherever you store your makeup. Another pro that I have is I think the color selection they came out with for their first release of this formula was really, really great. You have a bronze that's perfect for everyday wear. It's the same name as their Park Ave Princess bronzer. Pot of Gold is a really fun, true gold. If you want a really amazing metallic looking gold, this is such a beautiful color. And with warm tones being still very popular, I think it was very smart of them to come out with this sort of maroon reddish toned shadow. These do pair very well for a fall themed eyeshadow look, but you can also just use maybe Park Ave Princess and Pot of Gold and do something a little bit brighter. Another pro to me is Tarte is generally pretty aware of what ingredients they're using to create their products, so in general I feel a little bit more peace of mind when I am buying products from them. From the swatches you can tell these guys are very high shine, lots of pigment. Now for my cons. Because these are best applied with your finger, it is going to be messy. I do not recommend these to beginners in the makeup world because they do take some working with. Now, if you do want to use a brush to apply these eyeshadows, I recommend something very thin and flat. You're not going to get as much pigment if you do use a brush. The way I used it is I used these kind of to touch up the areas where I feel they might have been a little patchy, but I only noticed that with the red shade, the Fire Dancer. The other two shades I felt applied very evenly and easily, where the red was a little bit tougher to work with. So while their whole idea is you don't need any brushes, just use your finger, I don't think you're not going to get a full eyeshadow look with just using these three products. You're probably going to want to have some other eyeshadows in your arsenal because trying to use all three of these to create one look on its own, it's going to be a bit tougher. For my crease shades today, I grabbed my Just Peachy Mattes palette. If you know you're going to use these chrome paint shadows on your eye look, do your eye look before the rest of your makeup. That's the way I did it today because you are going to end up using a makeup wipe. This looks really gross, but it's just the best way to clean up any areas where the shadow might fall. It didn't have a lot of fallout, but there were some areas where it did get a little messy. If you have small eyelids, I would probably avoid these altogether because, like I said before, it is best applied with your finger, and then you're just going to have to do a lot more cleanup if you have a smaller canvas. So beautiful packaging, beautiful pigment, beautiful shine, good color selection for the first 3 colors in my opinion, but they are tougher to apply in the first place because you do get the best result with your fingers, but because your fingers aren't as precise as a brush, you're going to get a little bit more of a mess than if you were to use a regular brush. You can use a brush on top of where you used your finger, but that being said, you guys know. If I had to recommend any 2 for you guys to pick up to add to your shiny eye collection, I would choose Pot of Gold and Park Ave Princess because I think they're a little less patchy, they last longer on the eye, may not be as fun of colors depending on what you like for eyeshadow colors. If you are a beginner and you want to try shadows that are more of this creamy formula, I would recommend checking out Colourpop shadows first. It's the same sort of idea as this creamy, cushiony color that's best applied with your fingers. And these are a lot cheaper. I don't remember the exact price, like $5 or it's really close to that. So these aren't super expensive, where these are going to be $22. You do get more product in the Tarte eyeshadow versus the Colourpop. The Colourpop is 0.07 ounces. Also, if you are holiday shopping, be sure to check out my Amazon Beauty recommendations in the description down below. Maybe you'll see something that one of your friends or family members who loves beauty products would love to have as a Christmas, holiday, whatever you celebrate, gift. Hopefully this review was helpful to you if you were checking out these chrome paint shadow pots from Tarte Cosmetics. They definitely have some great pros, but they also have some cons that might turn you off of them. So I wanted to definitely share with you guys my thoughts because it is sort of a product that you'll like or dislike depending on how you apply your makeup. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love hearing from all of you. As always, again, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.